5 reasons for why this should be your first lens for your Sony E-mount camera. Reason 5. Build quality. Build quality of this lens is impeccable. I am telling you, this is comparable to Sony's G Master lens. I am currently recording on Sony's 16 to 35 G Master lens, and quality of this lens is exactly like Sony's G Master. It is really heavy, which is due to the all metal design. It has got all the functions that you have on Sony G Master, as well as it has also got this lock button for your zoom lock. So when you are taking it out of the bag, it will not just open if it is locked, and if you unlock it, it will open. It has got this weather sealing at the mount side, which prevents it from letting in any dust, etc. And also it has got bunch of weather sealings around the lens, which make this lens weather resistant as well. The zoom ring as well as this focus ring are covered in a rubberized material, and it feels really premium. All the surfaces, etc. of this lens feels premium. Not even just the outside, even the internal glass of this lens feels premium. The quality of pictures that you get from this lens is at par with Sony's G Master lens, and I highly recommend this lens based on its build quality. And the photos that you click from this lens, they are sharp and crisp. That leads to our next point. Reason number 4, the picture quality. Picture quality that you get out of this lens is really great. I've been using this lens for over a month now, and the photos and videos that you get out of this lens are amazing. They're really sharp, crisp, great to look at, and really vibrant. And to be honest, I also have Sony's G Master lens, and I cannot see any difference between the picture quality of these two lenses. Let's look at next reason number 3, that is flexible focal range. With this lens, you get 24mm at wider end and 70mm at telephoto end. And I feel in between 24 and 70, that's a great focal length range to have. And when you're on the go, that will give the flexibility that you need to capture any kind of pictures. And with f2.8 aperture, it lets in a lot of light, which makes it a great lens in low light conditions as well. Obviously, if you have a specific use like a sports photography, then I think 100 to 400 or 70 to 200 lens would be more suitable for you. And if you are a real estate photographer, then you will need to have an even wider range. In that case, something like 12 to 24 from Sigma is going to be a great lens for you. But for everyone else, like 90% of the population out there, this lens is going to cover all your needs. 24 to 70 is a great focal length to have in your camera bag. Let's look at the next reason, which is f2.8 aperture. It gives you that bokeh or bokeh, which is amazing. If you're not aware of what is bokeh, it is that background blur that you get out of this image. You would be seeing some blur here, but usually when you capture some telephoto pictures, you want to see your subject in focus and everything else blurry around it. With f2.8, it gives you very creamy looking blur as well. Obviously, it is not going to be better than f1.4 or 1.8 lenses, but this lens is fast, and the bokeh that you get out of this lens is really good, and I really like the background blur you get out of this lens. And finally, the price. The price of this lens is $1,100, which makes it exactly half for what you will pay for Sony G Master lens 24 to 70mm, which is close to $2,200 in US. At that price, you are getting the same build quality of Sony G Master lens, and you're getting the same picture quality as well, autofocus capabilities, same kind of bokeh effect. I think this lens is really good, and I highly recommend getting this lens as your first lens for your Sony E-mount camera. Now that I've told you 5 reasons why you need this lens, I'm going to tell you one more reasons why you should not buy this lens. For its weight. This lens, because it is built so good, all metal design, and the glass that has been used in this lens, because of that, this lens is really heavy. Compared to G Master, it is still lighter, but compared to Tamron, it is still heavy. And based on my use case, the kind of photography and videography I do, I find that Sony G Master 16 to 35 even wider lens is more suitable for my needs. So I recently upgraded to Sony G Master lens, and since getting that lens, I have been thinking, do I need 2 heavyweight lenses in my bag? And the answer is no. I do like this lens, and if I only have one lens, I would keep this lens. But based on my kind of photography, I need 16 to 35 wider focal length. So for that reason, I'm going to return this lens and I'm going to buy Tamron 28 to 75, which is much lighter, similar kind of picture quality. I do know I will sacrifice on the build quality, but I think on the go while on travel, I do want to carry light rather than carrying two lenses which are really heavy. So those were my 5 reasons why you should buy this lens, and one reason why you should not buy this lens. Based on my use of this lens so far over a month now, I think this lens is really good. If I had an opportunity to keep only one lens, I would keep this one. It is really great with the build quality, picture quality, the autofocus capabilities, and weather resistant design, all for just $1,100 when you compare it to Sony's G Master lens 24 to 70mm. This is like a great deal. So with that, thank you so much. If you like the content of this video, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such content. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Don't forget to exercise today.